anyway, all that had to kind of start over. So we will start over. Sorry for anyone who was watching and the annoyance that was this game's new issue of crashing. Because from what I understand, it never was this way. It's only this last, one of the last patches that did it to it. And I'm not even sure if it's actually the game's patch itself as much as it is a NVIDIA driver. I've heard a lot of speculations to NVIDIA drivers, so... Anyway, so like I was saying, to refresh, we've gotten our Great Scythe, we've gotten our Great Scythe and Sorcerer's Staff to +3, so they're pretty up and running. And sorry, just trying to resend out a sorry to everyone who's I just alerted, like, we're starting the stream, come join us, and they're probably just now opening the computer to see that it crashed. Yeah, not bad. But like I was saying, I got my old favorite Soul Great Sword. I got the Heavy Soul Arrow. We do have great Heavy Soul Arrow, but I don't think it's worth it because of the stamina cost that comes with that spell specifically. It's very, very stamina intensive, so we're not going to run great Heavy Soul Arrow just yet. And we're also running Fair and Hail, which this one I haven't actually gotten anything. Haven't tried anything with it yet, but I think it'll be a good one. It looks like it'll be a good one. Kind of can trap and catch people off guard, because we are currently farming the last couple Wolfblood Swordgrass we need to hopefully get the Old Wolf's Curve Sword, which, if it's the Dex weapon, then we may also be playing with that a little bit while we go through. But only because the scythe I really want to use isn't available until we do the first DLC, and also that's going to depend on when we do the first DLC. So, I don't want to aggro you guys yet. I'm going to go ahead and kill this poison guy first. But, this guy's going nuts. He drops his Titanite Shard. These guys do have a chance at dropping us the Wolfblood Swordgrass. So my go-to most of the time when I'm farming that specific resource. Damn, missed my roll by just milliseconds. But my go-to is usually just to farm these three over and over and over again. I've kind of been getting to the point where, like, you know, it's kind of boring just farming those three. So I run up here and keep myself entertained, which means I can have an easier time keeping you guys. Ah, that didn't work. We come up here, kill this one. Gives us an extra roll at it. And we got one more Gru we've been killing to hopefully give us another roll toward the Wolfblood Swordgrass. Plus we've got the Covenant running in the background, so hopefully we get invasions for that. We've had a couple invasions so far. Most of them have been successful. We had one where it was just... Unfortunately, with how this game is written, the code is written for this game, we're more likely to invade worlds that have phantoms. So, as an invader, that means you're almost always running into a situation where it's going to be 2v1, if not 3v1. And we've been unlucky as far as that goes. Yeah, this fucking the old wool, the Soul Great Sword is great for crowd control. It's a little hefty on the spell cost, but it does some pretty good damage. And like I said, it's great for crowd control. So we come in here, we kill those three, which is also giving the server time to find us people. And if we don't find someone, usually by here, I usually turn around, rest at the bonfire, and just kind of rinse and repeat. So we'll do this a few times. Hopefully we get the last, like, I think I only need like 2 more, maybe 3. I might even be down to 1. I don't remember. I've kind of been going nuts with this, but we'll find out. Hopefully you're pretty quick. Excuse me. Also, another weird thing that happens with the Grus that you just gotta be ready for is when you go to actually lock onto them, if they're sitting down, you'll unlock from them for whatever reason. I'm not sure why it happens. But when they get up, your target lock goes away, and you have to re-target lock them. So just keep that in mind, because there's another spot we've been... I know that I usually farm them. On the Farron Keep perimeter bonfire, which is near the Crystal Lizard and the Black Knight that we ran past to get the Sellsword Twin Blades. And it's also usually where I farm the Black Knight weapon and shield and armor set, so... Only because he is the earliest Black Knight you run into, so he's gonna, you know, logically he'll be the weakest of all the Black Knights. He doesn't give as good a souls as the rest, as far as his soul drop, but it's necessary for this build. We haven't tried that Farandar yet. We have to try that. I kind of want to try it on this room of fucking nasties, but that didn't work. Anyway, one of my favorite parts about this weapon, or this spell, is it literally doesn't care about the walls. The walls do not exist for this spell. So we get to work right on around those. And we'll continue to run around just because we'll recap on the areas where we've gotten all of our goodies as well. And I don't know, I'm still on the fence. Actually, you know, since we are streaming, we could go up here, take on the demon. Oh, we're gonna get poisoned. If I keep standing there like a fool in the poison. Anyway, yeah, this place is, it can get a little old. I also forgot to adjust my mic, so we're going to do that real quick. Get it back up to blaringly loud so you guys don't have a problem hearing me, because I have had that come up a few times. One thing I am noticing is a little quiet, so we're going to raise that up just a little bit. There we go. And, rest here for a second, get our stuff back. Actually, no, one thing I've been meaning to do, and I just haven't done for some reason, I just keep forgetting to. But, uh-oh. Buffering? No, we're not buffering. I do apologize. We are doing a YouTube upload at the same time, so we are dropping a few frames. Let's see if that's almost done real quick. I'm going to go ahead and pull that open. I didn't want to pull that one open. Alright, we're at 97. This is only going to happen for another 3%, which is looking like 5-ish minutes. Only because our uploads are so huge. We do long streams. So, I apologize for that, guys. It's just something we're going to have to deal with for the next few moments. It's unfortunate, though, because I don't like dropping frames. Like, gosh, man, we're dropping a lot of frames for... such a low load, but hopefully that goes away in a second. It should go away in a second. Kind of makes me not want to fight him, because I want to be able to give a good quality experience for that. It's just, like I said, unfortunately, with how this has happened, how this has been going, we were just kind of... Unfortunately, I think I just screwed up my invasion, too, because I don't think I could have been in that transition spot. It may not allow me to invade now. Please let me invade. I don't think so. I don't think so. Yeah, we're probably gonna get a invasion and timed out, yeah. So, we'll go ahead and go back to the Keep Ruins, keep farming up our Wolf's Bloodsword Grass, see if we can't hopefully get an invasion or two, and get our sword from the Covenant, and be able to move forward. Ooh, we got lucky. Finally got one of the Greys to give us a Wolf Bloodsword Grass. That might get us down to one needed. Which would be cool. Means if we invade one more time, we would have our sword done, and I don't think we're going to stick around to do the full Covenant here. We'll probably just farm that in my offline time, just because it gives me something to do while not streaming, or uploading, or while I upload, I should say. It gives me something to do while I upload, and I'm unable to stream at high quality. Let's see here, let's go ahead and just look at that one more time. It should be getting done here. It's got like literally 1% to go, and then it's done with the upload, so then we will go ahead and take on the demon, the stray demon. Yeah, we're not going to risk that. It's going not great. Wow, that was about as ugly as that could have been. Sadly, it doesn't look like we're going to catch up on that invasion we missed. Chances are I'm not the only person in the queue. I know I've had a couple buddies show up as the Farron Watchdog. So... chances are we are in a queue somewhere. Chances are waiting for another person to walk into the forest, embered, or to ember themselves in the forest to grab a buddy or whatever. Honestly, that's one of the reasons why when I'm playing this game solo and I don't really want to deal with invasions, one of the things I'll do to kind of proactively protect myself from that would be to not ember until I get to the boss door. If I'm not embered when I go to take on a boss, I wait to use my ember right before the boss door, and makes it a nice, safe. Oh, man. Gotta be getting so close. Gotta be getting so close. Soon we'll have our sword. Soon all will be well. Anyway, we're going to go back to Firelink. So, you know, one thing I've continually forgotten to do, and see, there are people here running around Farron's Keep. It might just be that everyone gets to the wolf and then joins the Covenant so they can't be invaded. Because that's one of the reasons why I don't think I've been invaded. When I have been running around Embered. Although I haven't really been running around the Embered very much, so that also could be a big part of it. But actually, one thing we want to do is this bonfire is where we can do the Burning the Undead Bone Shard, which strengthens the bonfire. Do I have another one? No. So that's all we can do for that. We'll go check and see. I think I already did my Estus reinforcements. I feel like I'm at the right number, so we'll call that good. Honestly, we're going to probably, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence whether or not we want to start taking on bosses. I know we have one follower that's been following this stream very closely. Although, that said, he's usually here by now, so he may not show up tonight. Which would be too bad, because we're taking on, like, probably like 3 bosses this one stream. But, what you gonna do, you know? You can watch it on the YouTube. Unfortunately, that's the next platform that I'll be pushing a little more while I'm not online, is if you want to watch me while I'm not on, then my YouTube's always available. If you miss a stream, the YouTube's there for that as well. So,
it is folly to claim lives recklessly, no matter the result.
Let's go ahead and see what we can get. I don't think there's anything else here that we really want. Just figured I'd check though.
Come again.
Doesn't look like it. So, anyway, let's look around to see what we got going here. Farron Hill, yeah, I'm liking these spells so far. Only got 3 slots, we got kind of limited space. I'll probably give it a few more minutes. Admittedly, I do see that. Is this finished yet? No, it's freaking wrapping up. We have 1% to go on the YouTube upload. I was on the fence whether I even wanted to start the stream the night before this was done, because I knew that it was getting so close, but it was also eating into the stream time. Like, we're an hour past when I was supposed to start. Plus, the crash didn't help. So, hopefully this finishes fairly quick here, and we stop seeing frame drops, and we start seeing good quality stream service, because I know that's one thing that would bother me. And I really do apologize for anyone who has joined already, just because of how the... Wow, that guy is just getting lucky every... Can we, like, face the right way, please? Cool. Alright, you guys gonna just... Okay. Go ahead and just hit you through the wall. Yeah, since we're using a scythe, we also have to keep enemies kind of at a distance, which is what I wanted. But these scythes fall into the same kind of situation of the... Excuse me. Halberds, in the sense that they have a sweet spot. If you hit the enemy with the sweet spot, then you do a little more damage. If you hit him with like the stick part of the scythe, then you do a little less damage. So, something to keep in mind if you're trying out scythes yourself. Honestly, like, the Great Scythe, the one I'm using, the one you get at the Undead Settlement, is a good scythe. It's probably the best one you get for early game, even compared to the Corvian one. Well, because, like I said, the bleed damage you do yourself, especially if you're going up against someone in PvP who's also using bleed against you, you'll bleed proc yourself half the time. And for the little bit of damage you're doing extra, it's not like the Chaos Blade where, because of that extra damage, you have to, so it has to kind of punish you for using the blade. And the amount of damage you get for the punishment, since you are using the Chaos Blade, is outdone by the damage, or I should say it's worth damaging yourself to use that. This is just not a situation where I'd say it's worth doing it. I think we're only hitting that one, which kind of sucks. There we go. It's like a heavy jam or pine resin, rotten, probably, or what these guys drop, if I remember correctly. Kind of see how like that one first hit we did like 145 damage. That's kind of what we're talking about as far as the sweet spot. One shot these guys at the right distance. I scratched my neck a little bit there. Kind of sucked because I got poisoned. But what you gonna do? We're gonna head back to the bonfire, cure the poison, and keep trying. Alright, we're getting a notification, so we're going to go ahead and look at what's going on here. Alright, so that's done. Drop that. I'll leave that page. It'll do what it needs to do. Yeah, so hopefully that stops. We can always restart the stream if we need to, if it's still having an issue. I totally just died because I'm sitting here looking at stream stuff, but what you gonna do? I do want to make sure the quality of content is good enough. So we don't want to do none of that low quality stream here. We want to keep it nice and tidy. So if we get any more frame drops, see, we're still getting frame drops. What is up? I wonder if it's... Huh. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and restart the stream real quick.